Hello and good morning, everyone. We are from Lex 2003 Movie Review, Group 14. So today's discussion is about reviewing the second movie that we watched last week. The movie is Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Before going further into this discussion, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is NURSHAFRINA binti Muhammad YUSRI and my metric number is 210521.
My name is ALRUBAYAN ABDULRAHMAN B with matric note 205100.
My name is ALANI FATINI binti RIZUAN. My metric number is 210465.
Okay, so I will go for next. My name is ISMASYAZWI ISMAPUTERA. My metric number is 210418. I'm second student taking Bachelor of Science in Mathematics with Education. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mohamad HAZIM ZULKIFLI. My metric number 210757 from Faculty Biotechnology and Science Biomolecule in field of biotechnology.
Hi, my name is NURATHILAH binti Muhammad KAMIL. My metric number is 21181.
Hi everyone, my name is HAMIDAH binti ABDULLAH with metric number 210431 and I'm from Bachelor of Science Mathematics with Education.
Hello, my name is ZULKIFLI MOHAMAD. My metric number is 211883.
Hello, my name is FARAH EZIZI from KAMURUDDIN. My matrix number is 20997.
Okay, thank you everyone for the introduction. Now I will brief a synopsis of this movie. So Maleficent, Mistress of Evil is the sequel or the continuation of the first movie, which called Maleficent. So this synopsis is about Maleficent and her goddaughter Aurora begin to question the complex family ties that bind them as they are pulled in different directions by unexpected allies and dark new forces at play. So can anyone want to start first with to review this movie?
So I would like to start first. So in my opinion, after watching the movie, what I can say about this movie is that with lots of special effects, breathtaking scenery, and also an engaging storyline, this movie is definitely worth watching. So Angelina Jolie as the main character, she delivers such a commanding performance as Maleficent, the powerful fairy, who is feared and misunderstood by humans. So she really brings out the complexity of the character, portraying her as both fierce and vulnerable, which makes her both relatable and fascinating to watch. So the other actors in the movie also, like Michelle Pfeiffer, she also delivered a strong performance as Queen Ingrid, and also Elle Fanning, who returns as Princess Aurora with a more mature and determined portrayal. So one of the best things about the movie is that it's dazzling visuals. The magical kingdom of the fairies, the dark and the forbidding castle of Queen Ingrid, and the majestic creatures that populate the land, they are all beautifully crafted and add depth to the story. So the themes of love, acceptance, and also family are also explored in a way that is both poignant and thought-provoking. So in conclusion, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil movie is an exciting and visually stunning movie that is well worth to watch. So with the fantastic performance, thought-provoking storyline, and the dazzling visuals, this movie for me is sure to delight all ages of viewers. So that's it for my opinion.
May I add some? Okay, I agree with Farah. And besides, after watching Maleficent Mistress of Evil, we can see that Maleficent's love toward Aurora is much deeper since the first movie. So Maleficent become more cautious with Aurora's future husband, which is Prince Philip and his family. As all of us know, from the first movie, it was Maleficent's purity love that broke the Sleeping Beauty curse. But this time, the love is shown on the scene where Maleficent and Aurora arguing about her future life with Prince Philip. We can see that Maleficent are protective to her daughter, as we can feel the pain and heartbreak of each when they are arguing like a true mother and daughter. Second, I learned that to make peace, we have to be brave and strong. Maleficent itself holds a very strong character with the features of horns and wings. So the way she protected her kingdom is what amazed me the most. She always has strategies and plans to defeat Queen Ingrid that trying many times to kill Morse and Fairy. Finally, with a brave heart and teamwork from her own race, they managed to win those wars. To my last point, at the end, Maleficent recognized how much Prince Philip loved Aurora and consent to walk her daughter down the aisle at their wedding. Aurora and Philip's love for one another is what unites their kingdom in peace. That's all from me. Thank you.
I agree with you guys. So after you watch the movies, there was enough emotional and fraction narrative from family, duties, community, society, with a heavy emphasis on love and forgiveness. And one of the strongest aspects of the movie is the incredible visual effect work. And the fairy tale world created for the film is stunning, with a beautiful landscape and magical creatures. The cast also notable, with Angelina Jolie reprising her role as a Maleficent with her usual intensity, and Michelle Pfeiffer giving a powerful performance as a queen, and Ellie Fanning also do a great job as the Aura, portraying the character's growth and independency. And one of the weaker points of the movie is that it has too many subplots that can be confusing the viewer, Anyway, the film also portrays the human as the typically evil antagonist, which makes it predictable and overly simplistic. Overall, Maleficent, A Mystery of Evil is a visual stunning movie with a talented cast and exciting action sequences. And it is not without its flaws, but fans who watch the first movie and those who enjoy the fantasy movie will enjoy it. But those who are looking for a deep and meaningful plot may be disappointed with its lack of complexity. That's all for me.
As for me, after watching this movie, which is Maleficent Mistress of Evil, I think the message of this movie is related to our family bonding and also ourselves. Example, we need to be careful with our speech because we know that we need to avoid using rash words because it will give negative effect for us. We also need to forgive people because it's the best thing someone can do. As we see, the Maleficent have a hard life when she hold a grudge on the king. So when she forgive the king, she lives happily because when we holding grudge on someone, it's like taking poison and waiting someone to die. So we need to let it go and enjoy ourselves. And next, it also shows the love between mother, even though Maleficent is not her biological mother with her daughter Aurora. She loves her so much that she becomes quite protective towards her. So I think it shows that the love's beyond family. So this movie is such an emotional movie because it's plot twist. So and also I believe that all of us have a good side in ourselves, yet everyone can change and be a better version of ourselves. So as a person, we need to give opportunities to others to change themselves, as we need to give support so all of us can change to our better person. Besides, the graphic using in this movie is quite entertaining, because even though the color using is dark, but it still looks amazing, and the plot in this movie it makes us to question ourselves what happens next. So it's amazing story with a great plot twist and a great storyline. So I'm really happy by watching this movie.
Okay, so I will go for next. From me, I have 3 points. So first point, after I watch this movie, what I learned is uh, violence can't solve anything, but by tolerance between two sides will solve the problem. So as we want to solve the problem between two sides, we need to use tolerate and don't use violence. Okay, next. I believe that mother's love is the best love for us. It's because yes, mother will angry at us if we do the mistake or we do our own way, but mothers know the best for her daughter or children. Okay, so but at last they don't want us to abandon her. So the last point that I would like to share is we must try to understand others and live in their shoes once a while to know their fate. So we can judge others person how they live or why do they think. So we must try to understand others. So that's all for me. Thank you.
So as for me, I must say that the story was actually slightly more interesting and appealing than the first movie because there was a more dark and sinister feel to this 2019 Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Even just the title itself has that feel to it. The characters in the movie were good, and I love the evolution of Maleficent and the insight we are given into the character and her heritage. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil is definitely well worth sitting down to watch, and it is suitable for most members in the audiences. This movie taught me two valuable lessons. Firstly, hold your parents dear to you because you don't know how long you have time with them. Secondly, is taking a stand for change is sometimes needed to ignite a new beginning. So overall, my rating for this movie is 7 out of 10 stars. Thank you.
Okay. In my opinion, the story is move me so much is that kindness and soften can be changed even it will hurt. For example, how Aurora with her kindness and innocence when she's child began to get closer to the godmother in her childhood, and it was able to make a good mother shed a tear in the last part when Aurora put into coma. Honestly, I don't watch much fantasy movie, but this movie changed my view and my expectation. So I'm rated this movie about 9 out of the 10. That's all for me.
I am about this movie. I'm just touching about a relationship about Aurora's and her godmother. This is a beneficent. Because that in that movie have a part Aurora's relationship with Maleficent has a crack. We can take a moral value about this part because in life will definitely be up and down in the family relationship, but this really will not broken just like a Malay proverb. Malay proverb air cincin tidak akan putus. So next in this movie too have a teamwork part because when Maleficent joined force with a seasoned warrior to attack the Aurora's mother-in-law. So today sometimes we need help from the others because not everything we can do about ourselves. So that's all for me. Thank you.
I watched this movie with the hope that I will love it as much as I loved the first movie. But to my disappointment, it's not giving as much as I expect from the first movie. Maleficent 2 for me is a bit weak and it runs out of narrative steam before the halfway mark. The story struggles to keep itself together with basic bullet point processing without much thought about character or common sense. And for me, the CGI was bad compared to the first movie because the green screen effect can be noticeable. But however, for me, the cast, Angelina Jolie and ALRUBAYAN, will play a really important role as they both portray a motherly and daughter relationship. For me, the lesson that I can take from this movie is through two different perspectives. One is through Maleficent and one is through Queen Ingrid. So the first moral value is that great leaders can be viewed in a negative light. The villains are not exactly a bad guy here. The villains here is they are misconceived or that are misunderstood in this Maleficent is the Maleficent itself, because we all know that from the history that she was misunderstood because on how bad her ex-partner did cut her wings just because to marry the princess of the kingdom. And another one is through Queen Ingrid because horrible leaders believe fear is the key to leading, because in this movie Queen Ingrid believed fear was the key to leading others. Through fear, she would have absolute control. She made her people scared of her, so she would take control of them. And for me, great leaders should use the positivity to lead their teams. They should show them the people, her people, what good is possible, and they should help them to understand growth is possible. I think that's all for me about this movie. I think this movie is about it's a good movie, but it's not entertaining as much as the first movie. I think that's all for me. So can anyone here want to sum up about this movie? Just a short summary.
Okay,
Look
so
at
I
it.
will go for the summary. Okay, I will go for the summary. So just now, our group members all said that they love the movie, which is Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and their comment about the graphic also interesting and in the form of all about the editing. Okay, so and I heard that about the mother's love is the best love for us. Okay, so so there's the number two. And the last one that I want to summary is we must try to understand others' feeling. Okay, so that's all for me. Thank you.
I think that's all for today's discussion about the movie review of Maleficent Mistress of Evil. Thank you everyone for joining our discussion for today. I see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.